Congratulations. How do you assess your game from that match to when you first came to the tournament and you struggled to win your first match in terms of your level going into tomorrow?
First came to the tournament this year or 3 years ago? I was about 25 pounds lighter to start with, not because I'm fat now. I think my game has got bigger. I think I'm starting to move better. I think my returns got better, serve got better. Everything a little bit. It's obviously important to keep improving and to keep developing your game at this young age. So I'm happy how I'm doing right now, but obviously I don't want to stop here.
Daniel, your second match against Medvedev, so after St. Petersburg, again you won, but anyway, how difficult it is to play for you against Medvedev, and what do you think, can it become potential rivalry in men's tennis between you and Medvedev? Thank you.
I think he has a huge game. Actually, a lot of Russian players have a huge game. I think Kachanov has an even bigger game. I think Rublev has a huge game. So, the Russian school is to play aggressive, and he shows that as well. I think he has to improve his physical a lot. He has to build up some muscle a little bit, maybe get his body a little bit more stable. I think like Kachanov did in the past year or two. He did a great job on that. He looks much stronger. He moves very, very well. So I think his tennis game is great. I think his body maybe is still a little bit young and has to have some development. I think all of us will have a rivalry. Hopefully, I think with Kachanov, with Rublev, it's going to be a great rivalry as well.
Sasha, how happy were you to be back on stadium court after last night?
Yeah, very happy. Grandstand 1 is a ridiculously fast court. I don't know why it's so much faster than Stadium. So and Stadium isn't slow. Stadium, I think, is the fastest court recorded on tour. That is center court, and Grandstand 1 is even faster. So it's just. I'm happy that I won yesterday. I'm happy to be through today, so it doesn't really matter what court I play on.
Do you like that atmosphere, though, with a little bit of
I love the atmosphere. I love the people in Washington. They're always a great crowd, always a pretty young crowd as well. They're always very, very loud, so it's always fun to play.
You mentioned Medvedev being sort of a Russian school player. Where do you think you land tennis-wise? Because your parents are from Russia. You grew up in Germany, you train a lot in Florida, so you could be a mix of a lot of things. Or how do you describe your own game?
My own game?
Yeah, just purely tennis-wise, how do you think you fall geographically?
I follow my dad, actually. And he's such a smart coach that, he has me and my brother who are both top 25 players, and we're completely different players. So he knows how to adjust, he knows how to practice different game styles, and I think he's done a fantastic job. I think I'm a pretty all-around player. I try to be aggressive, obviously, more of an aggressive style of player than defensive. But I think he has done an unbelievable job developing not only me but my brother as well.
But do you feel like a German-style player, an American-style player, Russian-style? I don't know. You said Medvedev was one.
I'm not American.
Okay.
Americans is more there running around the back and hitting forehands all over the court, which I definitely don't do. I think the Russians in history had great backhands. You look at Safin, you look at Yuzhny, you look at Davydenko, so maybe I fit in there a little bit. But I'm not gonna have my game style towards one country. It's just, I'm German. I have nothing to do with Russia except that my parents are from Russia. So I was born and raised in Germany.
Tennis scheduling can be tough because you can have late nights and then you can have an early match the next day. Would you say that you're a morning person or a night person?
No, night. Definitely night. much rather play at 2 o'clock at night than 9 o'clock in the morning.
So when you do have to play in the morning, do you have to wake up earlier so you're fully awake? Do you drink coffee? What's your...
Yeah, I mean, I can't. If I play at 11 a.m., I can't wake up at 11:30, which I normally do. So, but as us tennis players, we have to adjust. We're not like the NBA players who have a set schedule and they know when they're playing. Most likely they're playing in the evening, so most of the days. We have to adjust every single day, but here my schedule has been pretty much the same. I've not played before 7 o'clock in the evening one time, so that's why I think it helped me a lot to get through the tournament.
Next, you could have Nishikori or Paul. You haven't faced either one of them. Can you talk a little bit about the challenges that each man would possess, depending on whether you play them or not?
Well, I mean, I haven't faced Paul on the professional tour, and in juniors I've faced him about 28 times. But I haven't faced him in, I think, 6 years, 5 years, something like that. I think the last time was under 14s. But yeah, I think both of them are playing great. I think Tommy Paul has surprised everyone this week. He's playing amazing tennis. He's up a set right now, actually. And, Kay has been top 10 for the past, 4 or 5 years. So he's going to be a tough opponent no matter what on the hard courts.